welcome to Lucy's channel, Lucy Lane, the Queen of Balmain. Today we're going to talk about why I hate small dog owners' mentality. Isn't that right, goose, juice, boost, juice? Eh? Oh, yes, yes. All right, so let me ask you a question. Is it okay if a big dog attacks a small dog? No, probably not okay, right? As I thought we all would think. Now, is it okay if a small dog attacks a big dog? Well, these days, it's kind of the norm, isn't it? So guys, I want to talk about something that happened to us yesterday and what mainly actually happened to Luce. Now, this video is going to be really good for small dog owners to pay attention to, because I think small dog owners, like owning a small dog doesn't seem to own as much responsibility in dog ownership when it's a small dog, right? Because it's a small dog, seriously, what can it do? But there's real emphasis when you own a dog like Lucy, a high drive, you know, a dog like a German Shepherd or some large breed, Mastiff, Rottweilers, whatever, Belgian Shepherds, you name it, like whatever breed it is if it's a big dog, there's more emphasis on like you need to train your dog and you need to make sure you have control of your dog. So at the park yesterday, my wife and I took Lucy for a normal morning walk and we come across a dog walker, and this dog walker must have had about 8 to 10 dogs approximately. Now they ranged from, and I'm going to show a little video here because I actually had my phone going at the time. Leave it. Come on.
Coach him, use your voice with him.
Come on.
That's it.
They range from small fluffies to some more medium-sized dogs, as in I think there was a Kelpie there was a Border Collie and some Spaniels, and then lots of little fluffies. Anyway, there was one in particular little black dog that you can hear in the background, and you can hear the dog walker trying to calm it down and etc. Because that small in particular black dog has attacked Lucy before with this same dog walker. We ended up walking past them, it was perfectly fine, and we ended up bumping into them again on the same walk. Now they kind of snuck up on us, like we didn't realize they were that close. This little black dog that attacked Lucy actually leapt out of the dog walker's arms, flew across the park and just got onto Lucy and started gnawing at her leg, started going ballistic, like uncontrollable. The thing sounds possessed, like it's got such a little screech on it. It's quite ridiculous. Like, talk about little man syndrome. But anyway, as this dog's going crazy, Lucy's about 5 or 6 meters in front of me. As soon as I saw that dog leap out of the owner's arms and bolt across, and like within a few seconds it's attached to Lucy, I've just screamed out, leave it. Lucy being a good dog, and listen, she just stood up loud and proud and it just did not break eye contact with me the entire time because I told her to leave it. And as this is all happening, the other entire group of dogs, the rest of, say, the 8 or 9 other dogs, small to medium dogs, come around and surrounded Lucy. By this time, I'm at Lucy. I'm like next to Lucy. And then all these other dogs have surrounded us and they're all going fucking ballistic. Typical kind of dog pack mentality. And now, a massive fight could have broken out here, but it didn't because I was able to intervene. And Lucy, despite all of these other dogs like starting to nip at her, and this one in particular small black dog that was actually chewing her freaking leg, she did not react. She just wouldn't break eye contact with me, and she had a really confident kind of pose, as in like, she didn't cower. She's not afraid, but she knows, she's just conditioned to it. She's not reactive to this behavior around small dogs. So anyway, the dog walker come rushing over with her little minions, and then within a few seconds, all the commotion was over. I was able to put Lucy back on the lead just so I had positive control, even though I was not in the wrong. The dog walker was able to get her dog and take her whole pack with her. There's a couple of things here that I think is really unacceptable. Not from this just in particular dog walker and this situation, but I just think the mentality of small dog owners in general. We can all agree on, right? If that was Lucy acting out, I'd be in a world of hurt right now. I'd be slapped with a fine. If a human being or someone was injured as a result of my dog trying to break it up, then I could be looking at jail time, if not more fines, and then my dog gets put down, gets a lethal injection. That's kind of the series of events that would happen if Lucy were to act out in the same manner as this small dog. So guys, that was our walk at the park yesterday. Now, things like this have happened quite often in the past, and they're probably going to happen even more often in the future. It is what it is. But this is why I put in the work I do with Lucy. This is why she's been highly trained and exposed to all sorts of different situations and scenarios with other dogs, big dogs, small dogs. This is why I had her exposed all the time and to be around as much kids as possible, because kids can be annoying too, right? And the last thing I need is Lucy turning around and whacking one of them. This is why having a super highly socialized dog is super important. Expect, like, as a family dog, I'm talking from a family dog perspective. I have no education or anything in the working dog realm. But having a German Shepherd as a family dog, it is super important to make all of these issues non-issues. Now this leads me on to something else. I want to give a few tips to the small dog owners out there with the small dog owner mentality. That's mainly what I'm talking about here. Oh yeah, do you agree? Yeah, see? She's grunting, she agrees. Or it could be the little neck massage she's getting. But if you're a small dog owner and you allow your small dog to carry on like that, to bite and to razz up other dogs and be super reactive, especially like larger dogs, just be aware that not all dogs are trained and socialized like Lucy, where Lucy has friends that we hang out with quite often, where she has little dog friends. She hangs out with a Mastiff in particular. That is a great dog, loves big dogs, cannot handle the sight of even a remotely small dog, let alone a reactive small dog. If this same thing happened to that Mastiff, like, that small dog would be dead. That would be minced dog food. That would have been a snack. So just be aware. Like, if you're not going to put the work into your dog, even if it's a small dog, you better be willing to accept the consequences of what could potentially happen if your dog upsets the wrong dog and it gets hammered. Another thing to be aware of as well, even if a large dog is super highly socialized like Lucy, I don't appreciate your dog attacking my dog, right? Because her tolerance is only going to be so much, like so far. Like, she's put up with a lot. And to be fair, yesterday, if a fight broke out because she felt like she was fully surrounded, which she was, she felt intimidated, and she like, I wouldn't have blamed her if she went, you know what, mate, I'm going to take you out. That's, unfortunately, that I wouldn't have blamed her for that, because it was a pretty intense situation, especially when she was surrounded by all of those other dogs, and they weren't all small dogs, as I said and showed you in the video. So I don't like that my dog's training has to be tested all of the time just because of a small dog owner mentality type person is completely incompetent. Also, guys, I thought this would be really funny to tie in with this whole situation. So I don't know, but just recently, I don't know if you guys know, but just recently, Lucy Flick and I have been looking at moving over to the other side of Sydney. Now, we want to move over to the other side of Sydney because my wife's business is there, and because we want to be closer to where we do hang out all the time. Like, this is going to be close to the beach for Lucy, which is one of the main reasons why we want to move there. So we put an application into a pet-friendly complex, advertised as pet-friendly. And then this complex, beautiful place, backs onto an off-lead dog park. It's heaven on earth, especially if you're a dog owner and a doggy. And it's in the eastern suburbs. It's, not too far from Bondi Beach. I'm sure you international viewers know where Bondi Beach is. So it's going to be prime place. We put in an application and we'll actually accept it at the start. until they read our dog's application. So I quote, "We got rejected because we own a large dog and a dog of an aggressive breed, and that they are worried about the safety of the other dogs in the building and in the complex. So that is their reasoning for declining our application." So couldn't have come at a better time, guys, for this video, because you can clearly see who the aggressive dogs are and who the fucking well-mannered dogs are. But anyway, that's just another stereotype that we battle with every day. And hopefully through these videos, we can, even if one person at a time, we can change one person's opinion about dogs like Lucy at a time. I think this channel is doing the right thing. That is it for today. We're gonna go, Bockies? Do you want to go walkies? We're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna take this little girl out for a cruise. But let us know below. Should small dog owners be held accountable for their actions like large dog owners are? Let us know your opinion. Or let me know, am I living in fairyland? Small dog owners and small dogs can do whatever the hell they want. And big dog owners and big dogs, like Lucy here, will have the full law thrown at us if anything ever goes wrong. I'd love to hear your opinion below. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that works and jerks. And we will see you in the next video.